Hey you guys, good morning and welcome to day one of your clean eating week. So excited to be sharing this next 7 days with you. I hope that you checked out the pinned post in this group that has tips on the Clean Week menu, as well as the video I posted on Saturday on how to plan out your meals. So I meant to come to you yesterday before we started this challenge, but my daughter had an accident. We ended up in the ER on Saturday night late. So huge shout out to my coaches who've been posting in this group while I've been absent. I wanted to do kind of a before you start day one video, but I never got to do that. So I apologize. My daughter is okay. She hurt her back really bad. Long story, but thank the Lord she's okay. So no broken bones this time. Thank the Lord. All right. So I want to show you this morning how to make Shakeology. Now, hopefully you've already made your Shakeology or you're going to later today for this group. And so you can test it out. So you either have a vegan Shakeology or you have, let me grab one, or you have what we call regular Shakeology. The only difference between these two is this. Regular Shakeology has a whey-based protein. Vegan Shakeology has a sprouted brown rice protein. No pea proteins, sprouted brown rice, okay? They're both gluten-free. They both have the same vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, probiotics, all that good stuff. The protein source is the only thing different between these two. So this one is going to expand and get really thick easily. The more frozen stuff you add to it, the thicker it's going to be, like a frothy, thick milkshake, like Wendy's frosty type consistency if you put a lot of frozen stuff in it. So if you want it thinner, then you have to add more liquid. This one automatically mixes thinner, and this is the one I use every day, is the vegan Shakeology. I have some mild lactose issues, and it's just easier on my stomach, to be honest, and so that's why I use this one. There is nothing weird about vegan Shakeology. It's really super good. It's just really hard to thicken it, all right? So if you want to thicken your vegan Shakeology, here are my suggestions. Add a lot of frozen, but don't add too much frozen because then it'll be like an icy from like the 7-Eleven. And unless you like ice chunks in your Shakeology, I wouldn't recommend adding too much frozen stuff. If you want it thicker, you can add some plain Greek yogurt. That thickens it a little bit, as well as almond butter helps thicken it a tiny bit, and a banana. So today I'm going to make, and mine actually looks kind of funky because honestly, I was going to make Shakeology for breakfast, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that because I want to do this how-to video with you. So I postponed my Shakeology today. I'm actually going to have this for snack. So my fruit's been sitting in this water and ice since 7:30 this morning. So what I have in here is 4 ounces of water. I have some frozen fruit, which I'm going to show you that in a second, and I have a tiny bit of coconut milk in it already, just a tiny bit. It's already kind of fallen through the water and the fruit and all that, so you can't see, but it literally was about that much. And I'm going to add some more to it. I just want to add my Shakeology first. So let's talk about the frozen fruit I use. I picked up a huge bag from Target on Saturday. Notice it says no sugar added. I just want raw fruit. And I liked this one because it had the big cherries in it. And it has strawberries and blueberries. Yep, strawberries and blueberries. Now, I will tell you, blackberries and raspberries, it's hard to mix those in Shakeology. You're going to get the seeds, and I don't like that. So that's why I really just wanted strawberries, blueberries, and then the pitted cherries. Super yummy. Honestly, I've told y'all I make mine just a couple of different ways, and I just repeat it over and over again. I either put a half a banana in, or I do this with the frozen fruit. Ladies, don't buy the smoothie dole fruit bags. That's got tons of sugar in it. It's also got like the frozen chunks of like yogurt in it. Don't buy those. That's not what you need. You just need plain frozen fruit. You can also get it super cheap at Trader Joe's and probably super cheap at Aldi. Amy Morgan can speak to that because she's the Aldi queen. I'm the Trader Joe's queen. I need to become the Aldi queen because I hear it's even cheaper than Trader Joe's. Other options you can add to your Shakeology. You can buy these packets of Justin's almond butter. You want the plain, this is classic almond butter. I would not use this entire packet. I would use probably half of it, or you can buy it in a jar. This is the maple, so I'm not going to use quite as much of that. All right, my phone is getting ready to die, so I'm trying to make sure it starts charging. I don't know what's wrong with it, but our charger, we're having trouble with our charger lately. So y'all, hope this doesn't die. If it does, I'll have to start over. Fortunately, none of you are on with me right now. So each day I'm going to come to you and I'm going to give you a little video tip. So make sure that you check back in our group. So right now, I'm not putting any almond butter in here because I've had some almond butter this morning already. I had some gluten-free whole grain waffles this morning, and I put my almond butter on top of that. So I'm not going to have any more almond butter. I'm going to open up my packet of Shakeology, pour it in my blender cup. And I've got my powder there on top, so I'm going to put just a tiny bit more coconut milk on top of that. And fill it to the line and stop. That's it. Now you can also add, if you want to get them a little extra green, you can add a handful or a couple handfuls of spinach to this. It will not taste funky. I promise you won't taste it, and you'll get in some extra greens. All right, so now all I'm going to do at this point is blend this baby up. So here we go. Some more. Because if you don't, then it's not going to be the smooth consistency that you want it to be. Oh, I'm letting this drip. Not going to let it, it's not going to waste. All right, so here it is. The vegan is a much darker color than the regular. The regular is going to be kind of like your coffee. All right, the more you blend it and you have coconut milk in it or almond milk, the lighter it's going to become, and so it's going to be a nice, pretty, light brown color. Hopefully that didn't just interrupt this. It's going to be more lighter than this vegan chocolate Shakeology, and I would blend this up and hit the road. There you go. That's all there is to it, ladies. I would not recommend that you shake up Shakeology. The only flavor that I can do that with is vanilla. This is not a shake that you can throw in a shaker cup. I mean, you can, but it's pretty hardcore. And if you do it that way the first time, you may not like it. I didn't like it just shaking it up in a shaker cup with water and ice. And even now, when I shake it up, if I use vanilla Shakeology, I have water, ice, like crushed ice, and a tiny bit of coconut milk or almond milk. My Shakeology, shake real good with vanilla and go. That's the only one I can do that way. I don't know why, but I can do that when the rest of them I have to blend. Here's just a couple of tips with Shakeology. Ladies, you don't want to add a ton of calories to your Shakeology. That's why I recommend this coconut milk. This is the one I buy almost all the time. It's organic, it's unsweetened, and I want you to start looking not at the nutritional facts, but the ingredients down here, all right? And the only thing I'm going to point out to you today on the nutritional facts about coconut milk is this has 1 carb, 1. It has less than 1 gram of sugar, It has only 45 calories in a cup, and I didn't even use a cup. I used probably 2 ounces or 3 ounces at the most in this Shakeology. So I only have about 15-20 calories extra from that. The fruit is going to add a little bit. And if you decide to go past this group for 7 days, and you decide to do the next challenge with us starting November 1st, you would get some color-coded containers to help you measure out your fruit so you know you're getting the right amount of fruit and you're not overdoing it on that, okay? But you don't want to add tons of orange juice or fruit juices or the smoothie packs that you can buy in the frozen section, because that adds tons of sugar and calories, which is not, you don't want to do that. That defeats the purpose of using Shakeology. All right, so that's my tips about Shakeology today. I would love for you guys to share with us what flavor Shakeology did you try today. Put it in the comments below this video. If you're one of my coaches in this group, would you share your favorite Shakeology flavor and maybe a recipe that you love? We want to support you and help you learn how to make your Shakeology just right for you. Everybody likes it a little bit different. So, hey, Sherry. So, if you have questions about your Shakeology or you can't get it to mix just right, please ask. There are no stupid questions in this group. We are here to help you get the most out of this 7 days. Another tip I want to give you today before I leave is about coffee creamer. Amy had a great question that she private messaged me about coffee creamer. This same company, So Delicious, has a coconut cream coffee creamer that you can put in your coffee. So you can use stevia drops, you can use, there's Silk almond milk coffee creamer, there's So Delicious coffee creamers, and you want to make sure that you use the plain, or make sure that it's like really super low in sugar. So why do we do that versus like the Nestle has like a Natural Bliss one. The Natural Bliss ones that you find in the store that say they're organic Natural Bliss, I want you to start reading what's in the ingredients. And like the first or second ingredient in that is cane sugar. It also has some other type of syrup in it to make it super sweet. Those are the kind of things we want to stay away from when we're learning to eat clean. Those are additives and chemicals that are added to that particular coffee creamer to give it sweetness. And I'm also going to post a video in here on how you can make your own coffee creamer from home, and you know what's in it. You can skip the extra calories, but it still tastes fabulous. So those are my tips about coffee creamer. You want to stay away from the half and half this week. Either drink it black or use the So Delicious or Silk almond creamer. You can also just use this coconut creamer. If you're not all into your coffee has to turn a lighter color, you can use that. Another option for getting the coffee creamer look without the coffee creamer is you can put in a teaspoon of coconut oil. If you have just organic plain coconut oil, you put a teaspoon of that in your hot coffee. You would need to blend it up in some type of cup or blender, and it becomes real frothy, like you would buy one of those foo-foo drinks at Starbucks and pour it back in your coffee mug. And it's so good, you guys. It's delicious and it's so good for you. So those are some tips that I have for you today. This week, check back each day. I'm going to be doing a different video. We're going to be talking about how to read ingredient labels, how to look for the right foods to purchase in the store, how to schedule your workout so you get the most out of it, tips that I have learned about drinking water, other beverages. So I hope that you will get something out of this over the course of 7 days, and that you will learn something by the time we get to the end of the week. We are so honored to have you on this journey with us. Please share with us what your favorite Shakeology flavor was that you've had this morning, or not favorite yet because you haven't figured that out probably, but share with us the one you tried out this morning, what you liked about it, maybe a recipe that you used, and comment any questions that you might have. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.